To remain updated with the latest business news, click on the bell icon.
Hello, this is Rishabh Mishra and you're watching Business Today. So, in a recent story, the Haryana Appellate Authority of Advance Ruling said that your favorite dish, pizza, is actually separate from pizza toppings. Yes, you heard it right. The GST rate on pizzas will be different from that of the pizza toppings. The Advance Authority ruling said that an 18% GST is applicable on the toppings that are added over a pizza. These toppings consist of water, cheese, vegetable fat, and a mix of emulsifiers and stabilizers. So, we have a tax expert with us, Ms. Gauri Chadha, who decodes this for us today.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you, Gauri. I am doing well. So, my first question for you is, how is GST calculated on food items and what kind of assessment is it dependent on?
So, when we decide the GST rate on a particular food item, there are three tests which we usually do. One is common parlance test, one is end use test, and the third is ingredient test. So, on the basis of these tests, of course, it goes very much in detail, but prima facie, these depends on how we perceive a particular product, what is the end use of that product, or what ingredients we use in that product. So, on the basis of these tests, we usually decide the GST rate. Now, if we talk about this pizza thing, so the Advanced Ruling Authority has said that this pizza topping is not pizza. So, they have applied these tests, and on the basis of these tests, they have said that this is not pizza, so we will have a different rate on this.
What, in addition to these products, are used for classification while calculating the GST?
See, then of course we have advanced rulings there. We have judgments, and we do look at everything in detail, and then we decide the rate. But if you have seen in past also, there have been issues where, if we take the case of ice cream and ice cream parlors thing, then parantha thing was there, which came up. So there are cases where there's a very fine difference between a product, and the rate completely changes. So yeah, these tests, then we basically see under which HSN it falls, and that HSN code has a particular GST rate attached to it. So seeing that exact HSN code is the main thing. So, of course, before deciding the rate, you have to see if you fall under that HSN or not. If you are even close by to that HSN, doesn't mean that that is your HSN. You have to follow it strictly. It's 100% you should fall in that HSN, and only then you can follow that rate. So, yeah, I know quite a few people who just see, this is nearly our HSN code, and we'll follow this HSN, which is wrong. You should strictly follow that HSN, and then only you should decide the rate.
Yes, exactly how you spoke about Malabar Parotha, there has also been a controversy around coconut oil. The one used for eating and the one you applied on the hair are taxed differently. So, Gauri ma'am, now can you tell us, will this rise in GST rate for the pizza toppings affect the end price of the pizza at restaurants? And also, is this AAR triple AR ruling by Haryana court bound to every chain or a certain company?
So, see, first of all, this advanced ruling is usually binding on the SSC who has seeked the advanced ruling. It is not binding on the other people also. But yeah, if such an advanced ruling comes, then of course people do think that, it can be maybe somewhere we are doing something wrong and we should look into it. Now, if we talk about the pizza rate, so pizza, if you are having a pizza in a restaurant, you pay 5% GST. If you buy a pizza base, you pay 12% GST. And if you get a pizza delivered, you pay 18% GST. So, anyways, there is a variation in every stage. And then now the pizza topping is also charged at 18%. So yeah, the purchasing will become on a higher rate. And the if suppose someone is selling pizza at in a restaurant, then they are selling it at 5%, and the input cost is 18%. So somewhere it will come under the inverted duty structure mechanism, where the purchasing is at a higher rate and the the end product is at a lower rate. So somewhere it will fall in a similar category, and I think the cost of making a pizza will of course increase.
So will the margins of pizza company be affected by this rise in GST?
See, ultimately, they don't focus on the margins, as in they won't. Of course, no one will reduce their own margin. The ultimate burden will, of course, fall on the consumer, because the people who are selling pizzas will definitely increase the cost of the pizza and the rate of the end product, and then ultimately the consumer who's paying it will be because GST is something which falls, the burden of the GST actually falls on the person who is consuming it. So in GST also, in pizza, in this case where pizza is concerned, of course the burden of this GST will fall on the consumer, not on the people who are making the pizza, because eventually they will increase the rate.
So ma'am, how can we achieve a simpler tax slab and GST structure going ahead?
See, we should, I think, learn from other countries where GST is there. They don't have so many GST rates, and we have quite a few GST rates: 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. So we can have a, maybe if not one, then maybe two rates, and we can lower down the rates, and it will be definitely beneficial for everybody, because right now there is no ease of compliance. Even deciding the rate of GST is such a big task. Like we can see, we have discussed so many examples where a fine difference in the product totally changes the rate. So it really gets difficult for the people to decide the rate and do compliances and everything. So yeah, of course, I think just one or two rates would be better.
Thank you so much for joining, ma'am.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.